Welcome to today's collective reading. This is TrinityGaiaOracle. That the challenge before you is to allow yourself to receive what you desire, what you're manifesting, what you've been working towards, going through and healing yourself and challenging yourself and really evaluating how you feel about just about everything. All of that has been moving towards something that you desire. Now, the final challenge is to allow yourself to receive that, to not try to force it or push it or demand it. To allow it to show you that it desires you too. Whether that is an individual, a job, a project, your purpose, which also came through. I had a couple of oracle cards that I pulled, and it definitely highlights valuing how far you have come. Look at all the healing you've done. Reflect on who you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. It's not so much about giving yourself a pat on the back, but more of a awareness that you walked through that with spirit, with divine, with source. You were not alone, even if you felt so isolated from other humans, from other human beings, other people. You were not really alone. The question now is whether or not you haven't been able to refine how to observe and not absorb. And if you find yourself in these moments where you take that deep breath and you're like, okay, I'm going to allow what I desire to come to me. And right now, I'm going to enjoy being me. And if you're experiencing an emotion or a thought that's just a little too much, it's possible that it's something that you're picking up on, whether it's projected towards you intentionally or it's unintentional, and you're capable of transmuting because you've done the shadow work, you've healed yourself. And let Source step in. Invite the divine Source, the universe, to step in then and assist you in handling that situation and alchemizing that with the greatest love that you could possibly imagine. It's beyond really fully our comprehension. But when we see it, we know it, we recognize it. All of us, all of our being knows it to be truth. As well as to enjoy this time while your desire is coming to you. Things that you can do for you that in the future you're going to be so busy, you're not necessarily going to have the time to really sink into meditation or yoga. To value this time, to savor it, to slow down and enjoy it. In the receptive energy, the first card to come out was the Sun. The future that you are manifesting through what you are desiring at this moment, and all of your hopes and desires, and allowing it to come to you. Being able to own that, to know that what you desires you as well. You'll be creating everything that you could possibly imagine that would bring you joy and happiness and enrichment and bring you deeper into knowing yourself so that you could teach those around you, so you can lead the next generation into having an even brighter and better future for themselves in their own authentic truth. That is what this is about, taking that time to just let it come to you is an integral part of manifesting this. And then we had the Ace of Pentacles come out inverted, and yes, there is a traditional meaning to this, but what Source, my guides, Spirit, immediately brought to mind for me was focus on what you are putting into that you are creating. Nurture your body, nurture your emotional state, sharpen your mind, value where you have been and where you're going. Practice gratitude. All of these things are good things to put into your future. So by giving to them now, at this moment, this collective has reached the point where this is the last step for you guys in pulling in that manifestation, is moving into a state of allowing it to come to you and not trying to. You've done everything that you can with the universe. Now this is what you get to do. You get to enjoy this time. You've checkmarked all the boxes. You're good. Now you get to have some you time and focus on enriching you, because you're going to be bringing that you into this next moment, this next day, this next week, this next year, and setting those routines now. Giving to yourself in these ways now anchors that into something that you'll maintain, even when things get really busy, because you know the value of it for you, so you can maintain that you. You're acknowledged for everything that you have done to get to this point. It's co-creating with you in a way that now you get to show how this state of being receptive and knowing that it'll come when it's ready to demonstrate to you that it desires to co-create, it desires to exist with you, it desires to come to fruition or realization or physical, actual manifestation. In the meantime, you're kind of working on this here and that there. Maybe you're organizing a few things and you're working on a couple little projects and you're just enjoying yourself. This is a huge part of loving you and also sending all of that energy out into the universe so it can reflect it back to you. This time will impact other people, even if you don't actually get to see how it plays out. It does impact other people. The energy you bring into a room precedes you. You're felt before you're there. And it impacts the energy and the way everybody interacts before you're even physically aware of them, with your eyes and your ears, with your 5 senses. You may be picking up on them with your 6th sense, but that's because you know your energy precedes you. So you are demonstrating that your state of being is attainable, which inspires others because then they know it's possible. Also in the receptive energy, that you desire is watching, is observing. If that is like your spirit team and they're like, are they actually ready to receive this? Have they fully demonstrated that they know that they're abundant without this having fully realized into their life yet? Because that's how a true empress moves. A relationship is probably the simplest, the most basic and relatable way to really give a solid example. So it's been a long journey doing all of this shadow work that you've done, all this healing, all this looking at yourself and really trying your best to see yourself as honestly as you can, so you know what you want to alchemize, what you want to heal, what you would like to change, so you can have a better environment and a happier life for yourself, because you've done the work to support that within yourself. And you might be in a bit of a 9 of Wands state, spiritually, energetically, healing, across many different platforms. It may even be a physical thing. You may have physical pain. So there may be a bit of a PTSD kind of a thing, a time, a grace period, where you shift into being open to being happy because you already are. Having this additional thing come in, this manifestation, this individual can then meet you where you're already happy instead of meeting you where you're just like so exhausted, so frustrated. Almost like your nerves are on the outside of your body. You're so hyper aware, hypersensitive, and you'll jump or you'll snap because things are just so sensitive. You're so finely attuned. This time is like pouring honey over those wounds, over that sensitivity. It's allowing that system that has become so hypersensitive to experience love and peace and calm and knowing that you can provide that safety, that it is reinforced. So when this does come to you, you're able to be your best self, to be fully present. And as you do this, know that that's being mirrored as well. Your manifestation, that you desire, in the example of a relationship, they're going through their own version of it. And it's not to focus on them. You've finished all that you can. You've done all the check marks. This is the last one. Can you give to you and let the divine, let the source, let this individual that you respect handle their own self? Because you know they're capable. You're showing so much respect and love and trust for yourself, for source, and for, as the example of the situation with a relationship with them. Move your way through this in trust. Because really, why not? This is like having a spa weekend for yourself. This has been a long journey. And yeah, you may be a bit of Nine of Wands energy, but you made it through. You're here. Now you get some time to pamper yourself. So you can show up your best self for you as well as for that you desire and you have manifested. And as soon as this shift has occurred, it anchors it in. It allows that to start working and moving because you're not focused on it. It can then focus on itself. It can then fully be like, all right, well, this is what is wanted, X, Y, Z is wanted, all right, and then it goes through the list. It's like, okay. It's almost like you completed your desire, like your Santa I want list, right? Your Christmas wish list. You've locked that in, and now the universe is like, okay, so this is the final order? Okay, but I can't fulfill it if you're watching, if you're anticipating, if you're wanting to add more and make adjustments. I can't work on this until you're actually done with the list. So that's what this is. You have actually completed the list. Now, Santa or the divine is, okay, you sure? I'll know you're sure when you fully focus on you and you stop critiquing your list. And then, hey, it's just waiting for Christmas morning, right? Having your cookies and milk ready to go. Let's see what your guides, spirit, source would like to come through in more of the assertive or masculine energy for the collective tuning in. What you're being asked to be aware of in this assertive energy is that in focusing fully on what's going on your side and being in that positive energy, being in that receptive, peaceful, you've set those boundaries, you're not absorbing what is not yours, you're observing, you're taking the time to savor moments, to enjoy yourself. This counterbalances the resistance that this manifestation that you desire to experience. It counterbalances that resistance and it coming to you. The more that you're in this state of calm, peaceful, nurturing yourself, yes, you may get a little like at moments you have to speak your truth to be authentic so you could let it go and move forward. You don't need to channel this resistant energy. And there is resistant energy to you basically having this glow up. That's why you're here, because Know this. Know that it's not yours. And the moment you feel it coming in, the action to take is to go, okay, I'm going to allow Source, Divine, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my spirit team to aid the transmutation of this energy into positive energy, to remove, to neutralize, to alchemize that negative energy so that I desire can come to me at its own authentic pace, where it could truly own that. That it's not manipulated or doesn't have to in order to find some peace. Like, it can actually own this, which is exactly how you yourself would desire to be able to move as well. So it's loving yourself allows that you desire to love themselves too. That beauty of receiving that even in spite of that, you are still that they desire to co-create with. So we have the Nine of Swords come out, and it's like they're holding it all together. They're tired. I get very like Nine of Wands energy here, but it's like one more truth. Are they ready for one more truth? Like there's the ribbon outside of a new business that's opening, and it's the ribbon cutting ceremony, or the new boat, and there's some kind of a ceremony where you break the bottle of champagne along the bow and christen it with a name. So we have the Three of Cups here, and they're under consideration. Yes, there's the Trinity, but the third cup in this situation is the awareness of, yet again, like you're not giving to that resistant energy that wants to block this. You're not feeding it. You're instead alchemizing it. And it's not, you're the channel through which it's alchemized. It's not your personal energy. It's you willing, opening, choosing to allow Source, that love, to move through you, to facilitate this. You've done the healing. You've unlocked this within you. It's why you're here. You're ready for this, or you would not be here. Know that. If there is any question in you whether or not you can do this, you would not be here in this moment if you weren't ready. You have a lot of energies that have been present for you throughout your life, facilitating this very moment. Trust that you're here because you're meant to be. It is reversing this separation, this not actually fully experiencing it realized in your physical reality. And there is a desire for that on both sides, but this resistant energy needs to be neutralized. And it's working with that you desire to neutralize that. It's working with the divine and you and the divine, and all those aspects of that you desire. It's working with that. It's tempting at times, it is, and sometimes it's pretty tricky. You might actually believe that you're actually angry. And when you find yourself maybe a little miffed or frustrated, ask yourself this question. Does the level of frustration or anger I'm experiencing right now match the situation I'm in? Maybe it's even like sadness, because anger and sadness go hand in hand. You get angry to protect yourself from sadness. Whenever you feel something negative like that, something heavy, because you know you've done the work, opening up to Source, opening up to that love, to aid you, to be with you, to work with you, to alchemize that, to change it from this negative state to something positive. This time, if anything, would be a time to really strengthen that relationship with your higher self, your future self, the divine within you that connects you to all of you, allows you to communicate directly with your higher self and your future self. And then we had Judgment. Judgment and Nine of Pentacles come out together. My eyes are really being drawn to the number 20 for the Judgment card. 2 and 9. They want me to point out that this equals 11. This is mirrored. They're saying judgment is coming down on this resistant energy, and that is that it will be neutralized, turned into a positive. And with this particular card, it's not, 2-0 on the card for judgment. It's double X. So it's times 2. It's amplified. Whatever negative that they've already put in play, that is already there, is going to be neutralized, turned into a positive, as long as you're doing these things, as long as you're focusing on your side of the road and letting the divine and Santa lock in that list that you gave and just nurturing you. Anytime you feel anything negative, working with divine to neutralize that, turn it into a positive, it will be multiplied times 2. So you're going to be sitting with 18 pentacles. So it's not just 10 of pentacles. You're working on a second set. The final message for the assertive energy is, top of deck, bottom of deck. So it begins here and it ends here, and it begins here and it ends here. So the top of the deck in the upright, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the turning of the wheel. You've already done it. You've already achieved this. So if you're not certain that you can focus on your side of the road, ask divine for help you to understand anything that's holding you back, any emotion that's blocking you, any trauma or wounding that is present within you, any part of you that needs to be heard. And that's also reinforced with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And being that this is times 2, what you're calling in is Empress and Emperor. You're both Queen of Cups. Both sides are Queen of Cups. You're both capable of giving all of you. Them and all of them, you and all of you. 2 of you are working together. There is no need for this third wheel. First card to come out was Nurture, Archangel Gabriel. The image here is really just to tend to all different aspects of you, within you. Be within your inner child. If that's nurturing a child outside of you, embrace it. Take joy in it. Savor it. Allow all of you to be present and experiencing every moment that you have to really be there for yourself, to show up for you. Your abilities, your psychic gifts, your clairsentience, clairvoyance, a strengthening, a greater awareness. If you're connected to all of you, some aspect of you knows exactly what to do with what's going on. This heightened awareness and greater sensitivity. So you have soulmate, soul tribe, possibly a soulmate or relationship, romantic relationship coming through. And this is all in staying in this balance. As this ick energy comes in, immediately open to transmuting that, changing it, working with it, allowing it to become something other than that. And in between this maintaining balance between you and all of these soul tribes, soulmate, know that the divine knows exactly when to let that arrow fly. And to allow the foundation of all of these connections coming in, these individuals' energies that you'll be working with. Also, number synchronicity, 218. This is abundant. Begin with friendship, trust, respect, honesty, transparency. All of that. Friendship. Move with consideration for one another. Be at play. Allow yourselves to be a little silly. Your abilities are going to amp up in this process, and you're going to be leaving little seeds behind you wherever you go. Embrace the magic of it. If any part of you has kind of been like, I don't know if I believe this so much anymore as a result of that 9 of Wands energy, this space, this time with you is going to give you everything you need should you choose to. to believe in that again, completely, to own it, to revel in it, to savor that too. I'm incredibly grateful to each and every one of you for co-creating this beautiful reading with me. The divine within me honors the divine within you. Namaste.